In this video, I'm going to show you an amazing software that you can use to get started editing your videos as a complete beginner, even if you have never used any sort of editing softwares before. My name is Vince, and let's get into this 2023 Invideo for Beginners guide. So first off, let's just cover what is Invideo. Invideo is basically a web browser based online video editor, and they also have a bunch of amazing templates, so you can use them to create amazing graphics and things of that nature for your business or personal brand. They also have like a proper video editor function, and they also have a bunch of amazing stock photos, stock videos, stock music that you can use if you sign up for the service. And they're also coming out with some really exciting AI features, and they already have a text to video feature where you can literally input text and it's going to create kind of like a slideshow for you. So it is definitely a really interesting platform, and it can be great, especially for beginner video editors, because it's a lot more beginner friendly than something like Adobe Premiere Pro or Final Cut or any of these kind of editors. If you want to follow along in this video, make sure to go ahead and sign up for Invideo in the description below. Alright, so when you first sign up for Invideo, this is kind of what you are going to be seeing, right? This is the dashboard of Invideo. You are going to have a folder here for all your projects. You're going to have your trash can here where you can find, the projects that you deleted. If you want to set up your theme, you can do that here as well. But for now, I want to go ahead and show you all these different key functions of Invideo, starting with the template. So what I have in mind is I'm going to actually create kind of like a promo Instagram story little video for my course, because I thought about, okay, what could I make, like a promotional video about? Well, that's the only thing I'm really selling. So I'm going to do that, and let me show you, because they have not only like Instagram story templates, but they have pretty much templates for everything. I mean, when you go into their templates, these are all the ones that you can go ahead and customize for yourself fully. If you hover your mouse or cursor over any of them, you can see a preview of how the certain template looks. And here on the left side, you can actually select whether you want to look at landscape templates. So you can see they have these cool logo templates, like intro templates, and a bunch of other things as well. They also have a square format, right? So for example, for things like Facebook or Instagram ads, these can be great, and or even like Instagram posts. So even if you're a freelancer working for clients, managing their social media, this could be a really good tool to like basically get a bunch of content done in way less time than if you were to use like animation softwares and things like that to create similar stuff to this. And they also have these portrait aspect ratio ones. So for example, you can see this one is like a motivational quote template, and with all of these, you can literally just click on the one that you like and then click here on use template, and you can customize everything about it to your exact liking. Since they have templates for pretty much every single industry, what you want to do if you want to make your job easier is to come up here to the search bar, look up whatever industry you're in. So for example, I'm going to put in real estate as an example, and you can see all the templates that are based around real estate are popping up here. So these are much more likely, to be exactly what you're looking for. Like I said, they have templates for pretty much every single industry. So whatever you're in, they are probably going to have something that will match exactly what you're looking for. Since I want to make kind of like a promotional video, I'm going to use this one. And you can see this is how this template kind of looks, promoting a shoe, but I'm going to switch this up and promote my own offer with this. So I'm going to go ahead, and here you can see I can also select the aspect ratio of it. I want to go with portrait because I want to post this into an Instagram story, and I'm going to click on use template. And you can see now it's loading up my editor, and basically here you can see I have my timeline just like how you would in any other video editor, and you have the layers here. You can zoom in and out on the timeline. You can upload your own footage and media here. You can find pretty much everything here, but I will get a bit more into that. But if I just wanted to keep everything super basic, I can just go ahead. If I wanted to change this text, for example, I can just click on it, double click on it, and here in the edit text, I can change it to whatever I want. So for example, I'm going to put in limited time only, right? And you can see I can adjust this text box as well and simply move it around with my cursor. Here on the top, I'm gonna put something like whatever, 20% off. And if I click on the shoe right now, you can see it is this media 1 element. So if I want to change that, I can just click here on drag and drop here. And basically I will just drag and drop this PNG file that I created for magnetic editing. You can see it's uploading it and pretty much it's done. And now I can just go ahead and drag and drop this here. And now it's gonna ask me whether I want to add this as a new layer or whether I want to replace it. In this case, I want to replace the shoe with that. So I'm gonna click on replace, and just like that, it replaced it. Now, if I want to change, for example, the rotation, I can do that, and I can change the placement as well. I want it something like that. I'm pretty happy with that. And now if I watch this back from the beginning, we also have the music in the background. If you want to turn that off, you can just select the background music, click here on volume and fade, and you can set either the volume, whether you want it to fade in or fade out. In this case, I don't want to have any music on it, so I'm just gonna mute the audio track. And you can see if I watch this back, this looks already pretty cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and also change this website to my website, right, which is magnetic.creator.com, and I'm going to extend this so it fits in one line, just like that. Maybe I want to change these pink bubbles, right? So to do that, you can just unlock the element that you want to change. So I'm gonna unlock all of these so I can really play around with all of the different ones. And now if you click on it, you can see what you are selecting. So for example, if I wanted to change, let's say this element, I'm going to click it. Now I can click here on fill color and I can change it like to whatever color I want, basically. Let's change this other bubble as well to like a darker color. And now this already fits kind of my color scheme a lot better. So once I'm happy with this, I can just simply go ahead, click here on export. I recommend selecting the full HD quality so you get the best quality possible on your video. You click on export and boom, just like that, it's going to basically render the whole thing for you. It's going to send you an email once it's done, and also it will automatically get downloaded to your computer. So let's take a quick look at what we have created in just under 5 minutes. So if you ask me, this is pretty amazing. Like, animating this from the ground up would have definitely taken me hours to do. Just like how I showed you, there are so many different templates that you can choose from, not only in the vertical format, which is great for stuff also like Instagram Reels or TikTok, but also in the landscape format. There are so many different templates you can choose from, like literally thousands of them. So this can save you a lot of time. Now let's move on to another feature of Invideo, which is text to video. So with text to video, you can basically convert your scripts into just a video format. You can choose from all these different kind of like base templates that they have. So for example, if I wanted to use this one, I can go with that. I can click on use template, and here you want to enter a script. Each sentence is on a new line. So I'm just going to show you an example. Obviously you would want to take your time, but yeah, you can also have it automatically like fill it up and suggest images and videos to it. So whatever, let's say it, welcome to New York City, the city that never sleeps, home of finance, whatever. I'm just saying like just writing up some dumb stuff. But then, you know, once you have your script there, you can click here on create scenes. It's setting up the whole project for you, and it's going to create kind of like a storyboard automatically for you. You can see just like that, it's basically created this like slideshow kind of from the text that I put in there. So if I were to play this back, you know, you have all that separately, and you can change all these pictures and backgrounds to whatever you want, right? So for example, if I wanted to change, let's say this to something else, I could either just drag and drop my own videos here, or I could also just go ahead and come here to videos. And here I'm going to be able to search from thousands and thousands of stock videos, right? So for example, I'm going to search up money. Now it's going to show me all these different ones. So I can just drag and drop that here. If I want to, I can trim this down. So I will only select the section that I want to use. And now I can click on add, and you can see it changed the background just like that. I can obviously also change the text here now to whatever I want to. Basically, that is how it works. You can also change the music here. You can see they have, again, tens of thousands of songs you can choose from. They have different genres as well, and also pretty cool sound effects. So again, this kind of like text to video feature can be great for people, for example, who have a blog and they want to turn that also into more of a video format, just to make it a little bit more engaging. So maybe you can do like a quick summary video of your blog post or something similar to that. All right, now let's take a quick look at the stock media kind of library. So they have in total over 1 million premium videos and photos on the platform, which if you think about it, that's pretty crazy. That's a ton of them, obviously. And you can type in here anything you want, anything you're trying to find a good video, photo, or like sound for, and you will most likely, you know, find exactly what you're looking for. So for example, if I wanted to find a video of a lizard, I don't know why that popped into my mind, but that was the first thing I thought of. I will you know, type in lizard, and you can see we found a bunch of different stock photos, stock videos as well. Yeah, so all of these we could use for our projects, right? And you can see they have endless amount of these, and I could just find a ton of different kind of lizard videos and photos. So yeah, I could make a whole probably 30-minute video just from the stock footage here that I have of lizards. All right, and last but not least, let's cover some of the actual editor section of Invideo, which is where you can actually edit stuff like YouTube videos and things of that nature. So once you are creating your new project in the editor, you can select the dimension. So you can choose either landscape video, square video, or portrait. In this case, I want to edit kind of like a YouTube video, so I'm going to choose landscape, obviously. Next up, you want to go ahead and upload your media files in here. So I just have this one video file. I want to show you some of the basic features of this on, so I just upload that. As you can see, it's pretty much already done. Let's wait for it to process real quick. So now I can go ahead and click on this, and if I wanted to, I could trim this whole thing down here, but I'm just going to click on add, and now it added this whole video onto my timeline. As you can see, if I want to zoom in or zoom out on my timeline, I can use this little slider here to do that, and I can do all sort of adjustments to my video here. So I can do cropping of my video. If I wanted to crop in closer, I can do that. You can also select whether you want it to be like a freeform crop or you want it to keep the same aspect ratio. So for example, if I wanted it to keep the same aspect ratio, but I wanted it to be a bit more zoomed in, I can do it just like that. And now it's more zoomed in. I can adjust the colors of the video here. They have a bunch of different filters you can choose from. So for example, this one looks pretty good actually. So I'm just gonna select this filter. I can also change the intensity of it. So that's quite cool. Don't worry guys if the video doesn't look super high resolution here, because when you actually export it, it's going to look a lot better. But here you can also adjust the white balance, the tones, and so on. So there are a lot of adjustments that you can make to the colors of your video. You can also trim every single clip right here. You can also change the speed of the clip here. I'm just gonna keep this one on normal, obviously. You can have it looping, you can flip the video, you can add different effects to it, like drop shadows and so on. You can even add like animations. You can change the positioning, you can change the volume. So pretty much anything you could want to change, you can do it. Like you can do all the basic stuff you need to edit a good video. So in this, I say, hey there, in this video, I'm going to talk about one of the best like online video editing software. So let's try to now find some B-roll, for example, that I could add to this video. So I'm gonna look up like someone typing on keyboard, okay? Because I want to add that as B-roll to kind of represent someone actually editing. So let's just see what they have here. All right, so this looks pretty good. I can go ahead and drag and drop it right here. I'm just going to add it, and now I can scale this up if I want to make sure it fits my whole video. If I want to make a cut to it, I can just press C on my keyboard and you can see it made a cut just like that. So now I can select the second half of this video, click delete, and just like that I can make cuts or I can delete stuff from my video. That's pretty cool. So just like that, I was able to add some B-roll. You can also find stock images here that you want to. In this case, I don't really want to add any like images to it, so I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna add some music, however, so whatever. Let's just go with some inspiring music. I'm gonna choose a track, and if you want to add the song, you can just go ahead and click on this plus, and it's going to add it as a new layer. And now if you want to adjust the volume of it, you want to fade it in and out, you can do that. But first, I'm going to trim this section a little bit because I want to have the music start when my actual video starts as well. So I'm going to trim it like that, and you can move things around, as you can see, just like how you can in any other kind of like video editor if you ever used any of them. If I select this music clip, for example, I click here on volume, I can lower the volume so it's not like too loud and overriding my voice. So I'm going to add this fade in effect as well. I want it to be like 4 seconds. So just like that, I was also able to add some cool background music to my video. I'm going to also show you how you can add the text. So by coming here to text, you can see they have all these cool like animations as well, these typographies. So if I wanted to, for example, add like a lower third for myself, I could just go ahead and let's go on these. They have a bunch of different ones. So I'm going to use this one, drag and drop it here. And now I can simply go ahead and change the name here to my name, for example. And I can change the colors of this as well if I want to. So I can do that here. I will make the secondary color, for example, this other blue, and I will make the primary color black. And just like that, you can see I added this cool animation, and now my name pops up. And like that, you can add all sort of text as well, not just these kind of like lower thirds, but also any social media call to actions, or just simple texts and simple typographies. So for example, I would put in here, let's say, best video editors. If that's what my video was about, I can highlight it. I can change the font to anything I want. So let's change it to this overpass bold. I can also, change the text location. For example, if I wanted to place it like this in the middle, I can do that. I'm gonna also add a text shadow, so it has some nice drop shadow there. So just like that, I added this quick text. I can change the duration of it like so. Yeah, this is how you can use this editor, right? If I wanted to cut out any parts, I can just press C on my keyboard where I want to make the cut, and that it made the cut. I can press C where I want to make the other cut. Boom, just like that. I can cut out this middle section, for example. So as you can see, there are so many different things you can do here. You can also add like a bunch of different elements like stickers, shapes, overlays. They also have a bunch of templates which you can add to your project. You can make cuts to your footage, so you can do all the basics you need to make a really solid video for social media. Especially if you don't have experience with more advanced editors, this can be a very like beginner friendly and easy to use platform. So once you're happy with your video, again, all you need to do is click here on export, select full HD, and then export your video. So now that we have covered the template, the text to video, the stock media features, and also the video editor features of Invideo, let's move on to pricing. So Invideo's paid plans start at just $22.5 per month, which I think is a pretty good deal for what you're getting, because you're not only getting the video editing functions and the text to video, but also access to all this stock footage, to all this stock music and stock sound effects that you can use in all your projects. Just these stock videos alone could cost way more than this if you had to license them individually, right? Like it could cost you potentially up to thousands and thousands of dollars. So it is definitely really convenient, and it can give you a lot of creative freedom to have access to over 8 million stock media. Also, the fully customizable like templates, which you can basically just use in a drag and drop manner, are super useful in my opinion, and it can save you a bunch of time. So if your time is worth like at least $10 an hour, you know, you can save hours and hours and hours by basically being able to use all these different templates for smaller animations and things of that nature. Another cool thing is they actually have a 24/7 like live support. So if you have any questions or you get stuck anywhere in your editing process, they can actually help you out in tech support, and yeah, they will get right back to you and help you out with your edit, which is not really something that you ever see at this kind of a price range. So if you like this video and if you liked Invideo and want to get started with them, then go ahead and click the link in the description below, and also don't forget to use the code VINCE25 to get 25% off your subscription. If you also want to learn more about Invideo and watch some more detailed tutorials, you can also find their channel in the description below, where you're going to be able to see some more in-depth tutorials from their team directly. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Go ahead, click the link in the description and sign up, try it out for yourself, and I will see you guys in the next one.